mistakes. I see my heart cave in. I got my scars. I've been to hell and back again. Born for the blue skies, we'll survive the rain. Born for the sunrise, we'll survive the pain. We're singing, hey, you can't count us out. We've been running up against the crowd. Yeah, we're the dark horses. We're singing, wait, it's not over now. We've been down
Number 7 for the Pirates. I don't have his name. Didn't have his name last time. Bradley, you're going to have to holler louder. Looks like the fullback there, number 8 for Silverdale on that carry. Looks like a 1-yard carry, and it looks like they're going to punt it off here on 4th down, 4th and 9 here for Silverdale. I wouldn't even attempt to go for it here.
Definitely not.
And it's a dead play in the Jamboree. They kick it off, and it's going to be taken around the 35-yard line. South Pittsburgh's 25-yard line. The 35-yard line, excuse me, for number 10, Cade Kennemore, the free safety and wide receiver sophomore for the Pirates. Go down the field. South Pittsburgh getting in their huddle, as is Silverdale. Silverdale not successful on offense. 0-0 still here. 17-16 left in this quarter, this 5th quarter of play at the Sequatchie County Jamboree.
Looks like Silverdale has a 3-man front with the backers coming up.
And it'll be handed off to number 9, Garrett Ralston, the fullback for South Pittsburgh. Sorry about that. Trying to get in the zone here after taking that break at halftime. A lot of football here tonight.
He was tackled by a host of Silverdale players. Silverdale still in that 3-man front.
Here they come in almost a split back bear formation. South Pittsburgh hands it off. Holland hands it off, excuse me. And I didn't see the number there, but they get about 10 yards on the play, it looks like.
Looks like that was number 2 on the tackle as well for Silverdale.
Number 2 on the tackle for Silverdale. Looks like number 2, Pryor, on the carry there. A pair of 2s equals a good tackled play.
Or number 4, you know.
Or number 4, yeah. Whatever you want to call it. Here we go, South Pittsburgh, wing T. What do you expect? Holland drops back. He throws it to his receiver, but his receiver, number 4 for South Pittsburgh, Samuel Atkins. 14. Is that who you said?
Yeah, correction, 14.
14, Jess Morrison. Hey, I might be related. Jess Morrison, he kind of did a flip. Looked like he tripped before the ball, and he threw the ball. Holland threw the ball, and as he threw the ball, there was hesitation on it. Kind of a trip and fall and kind of a misstep there by South Pittsburgh. Silverdale still in defense. South Pittsburgh still on offense. Reverse, South Pittsburgh look on and gone. They are number. Can't see that. I hate this. 1. Number 1 for South Pittsburgh, Kyrie Pryor with the touchdown. 6 points on the board for South Pittsburgh. What's your comments on that run?
It looks like Silverdale just couldn't catch up. As much as they were trying, they just couldn't get there.
I think the speed just took over for South Pittsburgh, right?
It did. He got that open zone and he was gone.
Extra point coming for South Pittsburgh. Will they make it? Will they miss it? I hope they make it. It's this early in the season. Hope they have a good kicker. Dead play, of course. Not going to miss it. 7-0 now for South Pittsburgh as they score again. Well, they scored for the first time this quarter, but they did score earlier in the Jamboree. Very, very. And we'll get that here in the next halftime here, or next break between games. We do have the winners, at least. Yeah, we do have the winners' names from the competitions at the halftime interval of this Sequatchie Valley Jamboree. Lost for words here. Great football. Silverdale lining up. Looks like a wing T formation yet again.
South Pittsburgh's in that 4-man front still.
Gonzalez. Back comes across. Jet. He takes it. He'll pitch it out to number 2, Spencer. And he comes around to the other side after being backed up, but he is tackled around the original line of scrimmage there by South Pittsburgh. Did you get the tacklers on that?
Number 2 on the tackle with a lot of celebration.
Devon Ford. That's not his full name. His full name is LaJuan Devon Ford.
Looks like he was trying to pump up his team with that celebration there.
It did. I wouldn't want my last name to be Ford. I'd want it to be a Chevy.
Or Toyota.
Foreign cars. Here it comes. Wing T formation.
4-man front still with South Pittsburgh. Seems to be working out great for him, actually.
Gonzalez under center. He takes it himself. It goes around, fakes it, takes it himself, and gets about a yard on that, if any. If he just got back to the line of scrimmage, that'll be good for him.
Looks like he was tackled by number 58 from South Pittsburgh.
Chris Wingo. We had a Wingo on the team last year.
Not a very common name, actually. Wonder if they're related.
There's a Wingo up at Grundy County. Maybe some relation there.
Maybe. You never know. Small world. South Pittsburgh up with that 4-man front.
Gonzalez, wing T. Wide receiver to this side this time. Back in motion, comes around. Josiah, and he throws it, and it's batted down by number
1, Kyrie Pryor.
Kyrie Pryor for South Pittsburgh. And Silverdale, believe that is 4th down for Silverdale, and they'll go to punt. At least I would if I were them.
You know, I'm not surprised, as I should say, but I'm very appalled by the way that he got over to that ball to block that on that. That was great.
I mean, yeah, that was really, really good. Really, really good on that play. I was very, very surprised that he got it. I didn't even know what was going on, but, that ended up being that way. 11-10 here to go. 7-0 South Pittsburgh here at about the halfway point of this 5th quarter of the Sequatchie Valley Jamboree.
The punt was caught by number 10, Cade Kenmore.
Kenmore. What'd you say to your mom when you want to do something a lot more? Kenmore?
She always says no.
Always. South Pittsburgh, wing T, just like Silverdale was. Holland drops back. He throws it long, and South Pittsburgh's number. Can't see that number. Can you see that number?
The receiver?
Yes.
That's number 10.
Number 10. He runs right into a Silverdale player looking for pass interference. I don't think he will. He did not get it. He was hoping for it. I think there was a slim chance that he would got it anyway.
Oh yeah, he was begging for it out there.
Oh yeah, he was kind of a little bit upset that he didn't. Of course, run into a player, you can't really call that pass interference.
Nope.
I don't think either of them were in a position to go get the ball. So.
Back in my playing days, I sure did get my fair share of pass interferences called against me.
Against you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We got a flag in the backfield.
After the play is done, by the way. Letting him develop there. Holland handed off to look like Pryor on the outside there. Flag on the play. It looks like it will be brought back.
I think it might have been a holding, but I'm not for sure.
10 yards. That should be holding if they go 10 yards with it. See where they go.
It wasn't holding.
Was not holding. Looks like
was not holding.
What?
Said it was not holding.
Was not holding. Way to rep the valley. Way to rep the valley, Bradley.
Still not for sure what that flag was, but we're back to play here.
Holland throws it. Missed just out of the hands of number 13.
Number 14.
Number 14, excuse me, Jess Morrison, my cousin. I don't know.
We'll find out one day.
We'll find out. I may have to go interview him after the game. Let's get him on the radio interview, Doctor.
He is from that end of the valley,
Yeah. have a lot of people I'm related to down in South Pittsburgh. Or I would say New Hope. New Hope's where we got a lot of people related to me.
I guess that's better than Crossroads.
What? Nah, I love my Crossroads people. I got family down there too. You going against my family now? I'm getting a fight on the radio right here. South Pittsburgh. Holland drops back. Not a lot of running here by South Pittsburgh. And he's almost sacked by number 68. And 2 tacklers get a sack on Holland for South Pittsburgh.
Number 68 and 70 on that sack right there.
Number 68, Tanner Gibson and Trent Gibson might be brothers. I would assume so. At least cousins. Tanner Gibson and Trent Gibson, the duo of brothers getting the sack on Holland, Hogan Holland for South Pittsburgh. And South Pittsburgh will punt from their own end zone. And the punt will go to about the Silverdale's 47-yard line there.
You know, the 2 Gibson boys sure did a great job of getting in the backfield on that last play there.
I do. That pass rushing. I think this Jamboree, more than I've ever seen it, has been a defensive Jamboree. At least from last year, I saw it was a lot more offense, a lot more boom, boom, boom. Let's get a play down here. Let's get a play down here. This time it's been more defense. Can you go on a long drive and score on that long drive? Can you move the ball, or can you stop your opponent from moving the ball very, very, precisely? And I think that's what we're seeing. And now we look over Gonzalez.
South Pittsburgh's still in that 4-man front.
Under center. He hands it off down the middle from his fullback. He gets about, we're gonna call it about 6 yards on that.
Whole host of South Pittsburgh tacklers on there, and we had some pushes and some shoves thrown there in the backfield, but they didn't call it. So we'll see what pans out on the next play.
A lot of, and that's very, very surprising to see. You don't expect to see a lot of these 2 teams aren't really, I guess, rivals in the fact that they may have been in the same division at one point, but you don't see a lot of greenness. I would expect to see it with the Whittle Marion, Sequatchie Butts, not with these 2 teams. But hey, when you're at the Sequatchie Valley Jamboree, everything goes, right?
I guess that tough place catching up.
Silverdale's trying to beat themselves into the Sequatchie Valley culture, I guess. Number 25, Josiah goes around. Hand it off to the other back, Arnold, it looks like, number 24.
Looks like he was tackled by pretty much the whole team for South Pittsburgh on that one.
Except for a safety.
Yeah, he was hanging back there.
2 more seconds, he would have been up at the play. In motion. Hands it off right down the middle. Well, he did hand it right down the middle.
Got a little bit more yards than we thought we saw, though.
And that was number 25, Arnold, on that play. Josiah Cannon on that play after all.
Couldn't quite tell who was in there on that defensive tackle, but
whoever it was got a pretty good stop there.
Yeah, they read that fake as great as well. I thought the ball was somewhere completely different.
Just join us. Tell your friends to listen. Tell your friends to come and join in on the fun here at the Sequatchie Valley Jamboree. We're here with Silverdale and South Pittsburgh right now. And Gonzalez rolls out, chased by a South Pittsburgh defender, throws it. And he throws it out of bounds there. And they gain nothing on the play, of course. Very, very smart play there by Gonzalez. If
he wouldn't have thrown that away, I believe number 54, we don't have his name, but I believe he would have got him right there for about a loss of 5. He was in there.
If Brent was here with me, he would say, Gonzalez. He would correct me every time I said it wrong.
I'll try to fill a spot. Gonzalez.
You're not the only one. He does that too.
Apparently, I'm not the only one that does that to. I don't feel special anymore.
Sorry to bust your bubble, buddy.
Gonzalez out on the field. He's under center. Wing T formation. And he rolls out himself, fakes the ball, and it's missed by number 24 there, Hunter Arnold, the senior on this Silverdale Seahawks team.
Looks like it's about 4th and 14.
4th and 14, 2:15 left here to go in this game, in this quarter, I should say. Might as well call it a 20-minute game.
I think both of these teams wish they had a full game going right now.
Yes.
They're out here trying their hearts out.
Yeah, I think when you see these running teams, they don't get a lot of exposure here at these Sequatchie Jamborees because they're so limited to, such small time periods. Josiah Canham. Alex Gonzalez goes inside after missing. It looks like there was miscommunication there.
Looks like he was tackled by number 22, Sawyer Kelly, for the second time in a row.
There's miscommunication there looked like it for Gonzalez, and they missed a read, something like that. He just ran up the middle and got a few yards there, but it wasn't enough. There on 4th down, SF Pittsburgh with another chance to score, get another chance for an offensive possession.
Twist.
say rapping in the Christian world's wrong. Put Billy Graham on that pulpit phones. We'll change the culture, we'll change the way. Go ahead and put your records on, 'cause we'll have them for too long. Before long, we'll all be gone. Life's too short to ag it on, so go ahead and get your altar on, 'cause we gonna get down and pray. Let the Lord show his way. Put it on a remix, no chains, 2 hicks. Trying to get the world to read the gospel, get everybody out of off. We're gonna bring peace, we might fight. Just 2 kids trying to change the world. Get a church pew and give it a whirl.
Got them haters on the phone, they don't know what's going on. And they keep hating on us, and they keep hating on us. Why don't you take the call? They don't like us at all. They too scared of who we was, let's show them what love does. Got them haters on the phone, they don't know what's going on. And they keep hating on us, and they keep hating on us. Why don't you take the call? They don't like us at all. They too scared of who he was, let's show them what love does.
Haters like Darth Vader, drop the beat and mix those faders. We ain't clubbing, we down south, get a bonfire and roll round, sing kumbayas if the sun goes down. Got dirt roads, no downtown, got butter rolls and that twang sound. Got an old school brand of guys
from Baptist to Pentecostal, been around the world. Our God's still awesome. We ain't playing dead like an old possum. We got all these blessings and no problems. If I had 99, he'd take everyone. Bring about day, but he's the son. Think I'm through? I barely begun.
Got them haters on the phone, they don't know what's going on. And they keep hating on us, and they keep hating on us. Why don't you take the call? They don't like us at all. They too scared of who we was, let's show them what love does. Got them haters on the phone, they don't know what's going on. And they keep hating on us, and they keep hating on us. Why don't you take the call? They don't like us at all. They too scared of who we was, let's show them what love does.
They hated on me, I'm still here with the same vision that's still clear. I'm gifted in it like St. Nicholas, taking flight like one of them reindeer. I'm just playing around with that cheesy line. There's more to rhymes, there's more to life. Got a slingshot in my right hand, take a shot to it ever Goliath. Back on the track, winning infamous flow. I thank God for providing my heart and my soul. I've been climbing my way to the top, and they know I've been grinding. My time is about to unfold. Lord forgive them, they don't know what they do. And every single thing I own, I owe it all up to you. Grateful.
Got them haters on the phone, they don't know what's going on. And they keep hating on us, and they keep hating on us. Why don't you take the call? They don't like us at all. They too scared of who we was, let's show them what love does. Got them haters on the phone, they don't know what's going on. And they keep hating on us, and they keep hating on us. Why don't you take the call? They don't like us at all. They too scared of who we was, let's show them what love does.
And we're back here at the Sequatchie Valley Jamboree. This is Spear Nation Radio. I have Vic Grider on the other mic. Coach, how you doing?
Doing great. Doing great.
How did you think your team did during this past game right here against Silverdale?
Well, you know, I think we just continue to try to get better. I mean, we're putting a very young football team out there, and, you know, I thought we competed very well. I thought our kids flew around to the football. Wasn't real happy with one series there offensively, but you know, we're just going to keep working at it, and these kids are going to grow up some. And, you know, I think we'll be a better football team at the end than we are now.
Are there any players standing out to you at this point?
Well, you know, it always starts usually with your older guys. And, you know, Chase Blevins, you know, one of our running backs and linebackers is doing a great job for us, leading by example. And, you know, Ethan Moss, one of our other seniors, doing a great job in there in the offensive, defensive line. So, you know, we have to rally around those two guys right now. We've only got two seniors on this football team, and those guys have been there before. They played for me before, you know, when they were freshmen, so they kind of know what's expected, and I'm proud of those two at this point.
As far as both games combined and overall, what do you think this Jamboree, what do you think helped improve it?
Well, you know, the main thing is just getting out and getting under the lights, you know, getting in front of people and you know, just seeing how young kids react in this environment because, you know, next Friday night at this time, it's going to be for real. So, you know, a little bit of a dress rehearsal and kind of get a feel for how things are going to go. And, you know, now we got to get our sights set on Sequatchie County.
Speaking of Sequatchie County, how are you looking to prepare for them?
Well, they're a good football team, you know, an old football team, and you know they're the thing that sticks out to me is how physical they are. You know, that Coach Kane has done a great job of bringing a level of physicality there that, you know, we don't see a whole lot. So it's going to be a tremendous test for us, no doubt.
All right, thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
All right, guys, thank you.
That was Vic Grider. We're here on Spirit Nation Radio. Now in the field we have Grundy County and Lookout Valley yet again for the third time in 2 Jamborees. We have Grundy County and Lookout Valley out there. Also, we want to thank all the coaches tonight for coming and talking to us on the radio. I know it kind of takes a little bit out of their time talking to their teams, but I appreciate them coming on the air. And we're looking at the Grundy County Lookout Valley. Lookout Valley on offense.
We got Grundy County up with that 3-man front, it looks like. Almost sacked in the backfield by number 26 from Grundy County.
He throws it up, and it'll be missed. The quarterback there for Lookout Valley. Sorry, I'm getting the roster back again. That's the QB there. Stanzifer, sorry. It's been a while since we've seen Lookout Valley play.
I wonder what these 2 teams think about each other after 3 straight matches in the Jamboree.
I think it's a little bit different because Grundy County they have they're a different team than they were last year. As Stanzifer takes the ball, he runs into his back. The back continues to go, but he's hitting the backfield there. Number 44, Lookout Valley. That is, I don't have a number for him yet again.
He was tackled in the backfield by number 26 for Grundy County.
And don't have a lot of numbers for Grundy County. 26 is Josh Hoback. Hoback. Hold back, and Lookout Valley on offense, but I believe they punted the ball there. Yes, so look up. They punt the ball, trying to get the roster settled again. Only thing I don't like about the Sequatchie Valley Jamboree is trying to get rosters around.
Looks like the ball is going to be placed around the 27-yard line. 26, 27. Can't really tell from here.
Waiting on these teams to get settled. Grundy County will be on offense now. We'll see how Grundy County and Lookout Valley look here at the Sequatchie Valley Jamboree. Grundy County showed a little bit less than, I would say a lot less than perfect during the South Pittsburgh game. Not very offensively efficient. Corbin Lusk, it looks like number 7 under center. I'm confused totally. That's one of those you got to have right there. Quarterback there, number 20. What does that look like? 20. What was that out there?
No, I couldn't really tell.
I can't tell his name. They got a different one in there. Now they're pulling him out and they're putting another one in there.
How many do they have hanging over there?
I don't know. They got about 50 quarterbacks in Grundy County.
Well, everybody can throw a ball, I guess.
I guess. Hey, son, why don't you go out there and try to throw a ball out there? Okay, coach.
Can I hit the barn?
And now they send him back in, then they send him back out. The same player, number 21.
There was a flag on the field that seemed to have backed Grundy County up.
And now he's going back on the field. Looks like he is the quarterback again. Don't have a name for him. Really need to update our rosters this year.
Looks like he might be a younger quarterback, I can tell you that much.
Tell Brent to do some research over there, Bradley. Send it in. Email it. We'll get it. He'll probably send an email here in a minute.
He handed it off to number 5.
Number 5 for Grundy County. Don't have a number for him.
Number 3.
Number 3, that is Josh Wingo for Grundy County. One of the names we do have. Well, we're very limited in that name department for Grundy County.
And he was tackled by a host of Lookout Valley players right on the line of scrimmage. Not the line of scrimmage, the ball placement.
I will say this Grundy County team is a tough team. I'm not sure how we'll look and how we'll see them, but they are a very, very tough team. Sometimes they may not show it out on the field, but they are a very tough-minded team, I guess you would say.
That's something you usually always get from Grundy. It looks like we have a fumble on the play.
Do we have a fumble?
We did have a fumble. Can't quite tell who recovered.
That is the question of the night. Who recovered?
appears to still be Grundy County with possession.
Grundy County at their – sorry we've been failing to do the lines. We're trying to get in the zone of things again this year. Grundy County at about the 16-yard line, I would say, and they are facing – what is that number over there at the down mark? I can't see it. I'm blind.
They got a third down.
How can you see it and I can't? Third down and a long ways to go for Grundy County. Number 21 for Grundy County. Don't have a number for him for Grundy County.
You know, that was some great pass coverage played by number 7.
Wow. I'm amazed by that.
That was some great pass coverage.
That is second pass. That's the second pass they've had perfectly within their hands, and they've missed it. Bradley's shaking and nodding his head over here, Brent, in case you're paying attention. Up in Knoxville.
Some great pass coverage, but, I mean, he still should have had that one.
And you're probably mad about right now. If you're listening, Brent, you're probably mad now that I hadn't said go Vols at least 20 times already. But here's another go Vols for you. Go Vols, right?
Go Vols.
Mm-hmm. And Grundy County will punt the ball on fourth down. Look at Matt will take over again on offense, and Yellow Jackets' offenses are not looking good tonight, are they?
No, they're not. It looks like they're definitely going to have some work to do before that season gets here, which is not very much time at all.
You got until next Friday. You know, we talk about these coaches are talking about, you know, we just got to get under the lights. We got to get used to this, and this is one of those opportunities. It's the biggest stage imaginable for a Sequatchie Valley team almost to be at the Sequatchie Valley Jamboree. Yeah, you don't get to play like an entire game, but you do get under the lights. You do have that pressure. It's almost like playing, you know, a full game.
I mean, you get to work with the.
And look out, by a player falls on his face while he's trying to.
Yeah.
Rosters, right?
We sure do.
We sure do. That's going to the next thing. One side, other side. One side, other side. 2 rosters. You got to work on that.
2 rosters in one.
Apologize for if we butcher any names, if we forget any names, if we don't know any names. We just don't have the rosters of everybody, even after we've looked around trying to find them. Snap high. Be sacked in the backfield at around the 30-yard line there.
Absolutely murdered by what looks.
And that was a loss of about 10, 15 yards there.
I'd say more towards the 20 side there.
Yeah, I would too.
I couldn't tell if that was number 20. Yeah, that was number 24 on the tackle for Grundy County. Kevin Castro just absolutely obliterated him in the backfield. I didn't know they allowed the bands in tonight.
Thank you, Doctor, for that comment.
You're welcome.
In shotgun. Howard. Howard takes the ball, hands it off. Oh, hit hard by a Grundy County defender. This is number
53.
53.
We do not have his name, but he sure did make a play right there.
A lot of people out there tonight that we don't have names for. They're doing a very, very good job.
You know, like we were saying on this Jamboree being the defensive side, I've seen a lot of defensive work from Grundy, but not very much offense.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the same way you go with everybody. A lot of the way you go with everybody on this Sequatchie Valley Jamboree. I was telling Archer earlier that, you know, this has been a defensive Jamboree. More defensive than I've seen it in a while. Here you go, number 35 for Lookout Valley, Tanner Hodge.
Making a stop in the backfield for a fourth down. Fourth down in probably 20, 25 yards.
Sorry for the quietness. Trying to get regrouped here.
another outstanding defensive play by Grundy.
Yes. Grundy's defense has shined tonight, and I think that's one of the things that they put
a lot of work into.
This offseason, and they'll punt the ball. Lookout Valley will. And it'll fall around the 24-yard line there of Grundy County.
I'm noticing a lot of Lookout Valley players staying on the field. They've got a lot of them playing both ways.
And that's kind of just a numbers game there. I mean, they have some numbers, but not enough to continually have different players come on the field. And I think that's something you'll see with a lot of people as well, especially when you talk about the Whitwells, the South Pittsburghs, those kind of smaller schools. Even the Silverdales at some point, they don't have a lot of players because they are a private school and they have that multiplier, so they're about the same size as a Whitwell, Lookout Valley. And here we go. We've got Marion County on the field, looks like. Number 21 for Grundy County. He'll run, and he's running. He keeps running.
Tripped up by number 12 for Lookout Valley. Finished off by number 54.
About a 35-yard run is what it's going to come up as. Bradley, you got to holler. Hagen Cash. We have another. It's almost caught by number 3, Josh Wingo, but it was tipped off a little bit by Lookout Valley.
Looked like I can't see him. I know number 15 was involved in it. Looks like number 7.
Number 7, Quran Gibson.
Lookout Valley's still up there with that 4-man front. Stopped on the line of scrimmage. Take that back. Looks like he got a gain of about 1 yard.
After it's all said and done.
Yep.
Cash still in.
It just seems that Grundy County just can't get past that 4-man front of Lookout Valley.
I'll tell you one thing. Casey Tate at Grundy County must be a gambler because he's putting cash in a lot.
Do you
Did you get that one, Bradley?
Do you think
I'll tell you in a second.
Do you think Houston Maynard's leaving from Grundy County had a lot to do with their offense this year?
I think it had a little bit to do with it. I'm not sure that had everything to do with it. They didn't have a lot of offensive weapons on the outside. Even if Maynard was there, they did lose 2 weapons there in Hampton, both Trent and Trey Hampton, who were very, very key players on both sides of the ball. And I think that would have it wouldn't have hurt for Maynard to be there, but it wouldn't have helped as much as people thought it would. Cash in at quarterback. He hands it off and stopped for about a yard gain there by Lookout Valley's defense. 4 minutes to go. We could be on the verge of our second 0-0 matchup of the night here at the Sequatchie Valley Jamboree.
It seems like he actually lost about a yard or 2 on that play.
He might have. Looking at it now, it looks like he did.
4th and 11. Closer to the 12-yard line. Looks like we have a timeout Grundy County.
Timeout Grundy County here. Looking at this game, what's been your impression so far from both sides? Start with Grundy County.
I believe that Grundy County needs to work majorly on their offense. I've only seen about 1 key play come out of Grundy County offensively tonight. But I believe that Lookout Valley, they've got a pretty good season to look forward to. They've been strong both ways. Of course, like we've mentioned, stronger on defense. A lot stronger on defense. Pretty much everybody is this Jamboree. But I'm definitely going to keep up with Lookout Valley this season, see what they do, because I believe they've got a lot of talent both ways. Timeout still going here for Grundy County. Maybe on this timeout here, Grundy County can work something out offensively. It's still 0-0 ball game. And, I mean, it's only 4th and 11, and they're on the what appears to be about the 41, 42-yard line. 3 minutes and 33 seconds left. I think if they got something together offensively, they can get down there to the end zone and put a good 6 or 7 up on the board. It looks like Grundy County's quarterback number 21 seems to be having a lot of confusion out there on the field. Not quite for sure what's going on. They've brought another back into the game. 2 backs in the backfield.
Cash throws it long to number 12 for Grundy County, and it's just long. Grundy County cannot get anything going in the passing game. Not sure if that has to do with Cash or who.
I think it's both quarterback and receiver, just poor communication between the two.
Poor chemistry, I think, at this point.
Yeah, both. That's a 1st and 10. Lookout Valley now. That's about the third or fourth pass I've seen that was about wide open that he should have had there. Maybe his just hands aren't sticky enough tonight.
I don't know. Your next matchup for this night. Messed up there. Your next matchup for the night will be Whitwell versus Marion County in a matchup that is sure to be underrated a little bit, I would say, in my opinion.
I'm looking forward to it just for the sheer fact of county beside county.
They're in the same county there, don't you?
Good point. City beside city, as I should try to say. Got a flag down on the field.
Got a flag on the field. Bradley, I think we need Brent back soon.
Am I doing that bad?
No, you're fine. But Whitwell, I'm very anxious to see that game. I said earlier, I think that'd be the most underrated game of the night, just because Whitwell is coming up and Marion County's not falling, but they're kind of maybe not at where they were last year, and I think they're going to see a big difference in the Whitwell-Marion matchup, and they don't play each other this year.
I think Marion County lost a lot of key players too that were seniors last year.
Yes, they did.
We got looks like another flag thrown. Looks like offsides on Lookout Valley.
That'll be a false start if it is. And it is going to be on Lookout Valley. Looks like a false start there.
That's 2 flags in a row for Lookout Valley. It's pushed them back.
66 for
Lookout Valley.
For Lookout Valley, excuse me. Yes, moved. That is David Cromer.
Looked like there was a little defensive jumpy on that side of the ball too, but he must not have crossed the line. But he got that tackle to jump for sure.
Can't have that from your leaders. Comes around the edge. Hit out of bounds. And for number 11 for the Yellow Jackets, Dylan Askew. Askew. That's a country term. Askew.
Now, Chandler, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Askew. Excuse me. Sorry, I will say this, Askew. I'm sorry. We have to play with names. It's not very entertaining up here in the booth sometimes. Stanzifer hands it to Askew again.
Tackled in the backfield. 53 and number 63 for Grundy County. We don't have names for them, but they got in the backfield and drug him down. 3rd down and several yards.
We might have to talk with Coach Casey Tate after this. 13-12. 11 seconds now left in this quarter. I don't think they're going to have another stop. Maybe they will.
Still 0-0.
Still 0-0. We could be looking, and I think we are looking, and they don't see the clock. They're going to try to get the one in, but they don't see the clock.
That is it.
That is it for this quarter. 0-0 yet again. Grundy County, Lookout Valley, 0-0. The battle of the ridge, I want to call it. From the valley to the mountain.
Yeah, the ridge will work.
Two Yellow Jackets, excuse me. Going head-to-head, 0-0 was the score. Didn't really know what to expect in this game. Thought Grundy County might roll over, maybe. I don't know. But tied up at 0-0 apiece. Next game up, Whitwell versus Marion County. Marion.
Like I said, I'm really looking forward to that game just for
All
the
right.
sheer fact of city to city.
Storylines coming into this one. Whitwell, a new favorite in their region. Region 3, 1A, even over South Pittsburgh. Marion County reloading on their way to a new region with Bledsoe County, with Silverdale, with Boyd Buchanan, with Polk County, with Tyner, with Brainerd, with arguably the toughest district in 2A in the state of Tennessee, and that's region. Sorry, I know.
I'm really looking forward to see what South Pittsburgh does in that region this year.
Yes, I am too. Underrated match of the night, I believe it is.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Most underrated match of the night. Everybody knows Sequatchie County Bledsoe, but not a lot of people know Whitwell Marion County. We will see, but we're going to take a quick break right here on Spear Sports, the Spear Sports Network, Spear Sports Radio. I'm Chandler Morrison.
And I'm Garrett Daughtry.
And we'll be right back. I'm Chandler Morrison, back with Spear Nation Radio. Coach Tate, I got him on the line. How you doing, Coach?
Doing great.
If you scoot in just a little bit more, how did you think your team did in that game right there?
I think we had rookie mistakes. We got 9 guys who've never had a varsity snap and a varsity uniform, so the painful maturation there, the growing pains, we're going through them.
What do you think you're going to have to work on, like looking at this game, what do you think you're going to have to work on throughout this season?
Oh, man, just fundamentals, getting lined up, being where you need to be, being able to roll with the game. If this one's hurt, we got to make this adjustment. I mean, and this is just a jamboree, so it's minor things, but, it's just something you have to learn. And, we got 2 kids returning with playing time, so we're learning on the go. And that's a painful process at times, but a very sweet process when you reach the end.
All right, thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
No problem.
And that was Casey Tate right there on the field down there with Archer Thompson. His team tied with Lookout Valley. And we'll go right over to this action. We'll go right over to the action of Marion County's Whitwell. 16:20 left. Excuse me, sorry. Marion County Whitwell. 7-0, Marion County already leads. Number 18 for Marion County once I get the roster back up. And Archer, if you listen, turn the mic off. We can hear you. And we're getting this roster up real quick. Sorry about that. Marion County and Whitwell, that's who we got. Sorry about the silence here. We're trying to get settled in here at the Sequatchie Valley Jamboree. Garrett, who we got on the field right now?
We got Marion County and Whitwell out there on the field right now.
Marion County, shotgun formation. Bryce Mousingale. And here comes number
16 for Marion County.
Number 16 for Marion County, Quinn Beasley on the run. How far was that run there, Daughtry?
I couldn't quite tell, but I can tell you it was sure enough for a first down.
Great play there by Beasley. Just a second. Here we go. And Massengale hands it off right there to his fullback, and he'll get about a yard on that. And Archer, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Hello, Spear Nation. It's Archer Thompson speaking.
We got Whitwell up with that 3-man front. Looks like they just added a 4th man down to the line of scrimmage. Flag in the backfield, stopping the play.
I do believe that might be holding, but I'm not sure.
Looked like it was a false start.
False start, yeah, false start.
False start, Marion County. That's going to set them back a little bit.
Those are some simple mistakes that you just got to work out of your offense.
Marion County now for 15, 2nd and 15, coming out of the backfield. Number 3 catches it.
Down by number 21, Clay McCone.
Marion County no huddle back on the line of scrimmage. Same formation. Back across. Right up the middle to number 40. Not going down without a fight. Drugged down by several Whitwell defenders. Number 40, Hunter McLean.
Marion County running for a touchdown.
Nope, fumble in the end zone.
Whitwell picks it up. I do not know if he was down. They're going to call it that he was down before he fumbled or not. It was very close. I do believe he was down before. No. They call a timeout. He was down before the fumble. Marion County calls a timeout.
You know, Archer, me and Chandler were just talking before we went off air there about how this is one of the most underrated games in the whole Jamboree this year. It would be Marion County and Whitwell. How do you feel about Marion County going over to a different division there with all the teams they're going to play this year? A bunch of hard competition coming up for them.
I think it's going to be a real challenge for them, but we'll see how they're able to face it in the coming games.
Marion County lost a lot of team leaders last year that were their seniors, but I'm anxious to see what they're going to do this year in that new division.
And losing a lot of seniors can be a big deal, but sometimes it can be good because that means you get new growth, a lot of new growth coming in.
Yeah,
also,
I'm anxious to see what those past juniors this year seniors can do out there on the field. See how they can lead this team into a victory.
I will say, you're in the Sequatchie Valley whenever you get stopped by a coach from another team to talk about deer hunting.
Yep. Did he kill anything?
But no, he's talking about food plots and all that good stuff. Marion County fixing the line back up after their timeout. We have 12 minutes left, and it's 7-0. Who's
Marion County?
Marion County
Got the 7 there on a huge play. We weren't actually on the air. We were waiting for the interview with the coach from the other team, but Marion County came up with a huge deep pass there for almost 40 yards there that led them to those 7 points. Marion County's in a 4-man front.
Short run by number 14. Yes, number 14, Nick Capps.
I don't really know if he got anywhere on that run, but
maybe a yard or two, I do believe.
Whitwell's in that huddle. They're coming out on the line. Referee. Looks like we have some clock issues there. Referees seem to be getting pretty upset.
Yeah. Well, they tend to do that. Dropping the clock down to 12 minutes and
8
seconds.
6.
Countdown.
5. Okay.
Marion County, or Whitwell, on a short run, didn't get anywhere. Tackled by number 50 from Marion County. That's Noah Walters.
Looks like Marion County's bringing in number 55. We do not have a name for him. Not quite sure who he went in for.
Whitwell lining back up.
Marion County down in that 3-man
and shotgun. No, never mind. He was under quarterback for a good little run right there by number 21, Clay McCone.
One thing I can say about Clay Mahone is that this game, I didn't really watch him much the last game, but this game he's not getting anywhere with those runs, but he's not giving up without a fight. He'll drag all those defenders with him. Number 55's coming back out of the game for Marion County.
I think they could get some better blocking by their line, and he could really, really get somewhere.
Oh, yeah. He's fighting, that's for sure.
Whitwell subbing in several linemen.
Looks like a whole new line out there almost.
Lines up for a new punt. That's wild.
Yep. Looks like it's caught on the
50-yard line
by number 21 for Marion County.
I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to is the Sequatchie Bledsoe game. That's the big game of the night.
Oh, yes. Classic rivalry between those two teams.
That's our next game.
Yes, it is. I'm not really for sure how that game's going to pan out, but
it's going to be close.
I'm anxious to see the
the
effort put into that game and the tempers, see how the tempers hold up.
Marion County lining up. Their shotgun passes it off to number 6. Right down the middle. Gets about 20 yards, tackled by number...
No, looks like number 10. And number
7 also. Number 7 from Whitwell. That is Cody Ingraza.
Marion County no huddle back on the line of scrimmage. Quarterback under center. Back across. Number 21 gets the ball.
Goes on the outside. Custer gets through all the Whitwell defense. He's got a touchdown.
Just
touchdown,
blew
Marion
right-
County.
Oh, we got a flag thrown. It looked like
Three flags.
Looked like
on
a
the field.
late contact there, knocking some players over and making them turn some flips there like this is gymnastics class. So we're going to see how that turns out. Looks like that was Marion County that made those hits onto some Whitwell players just trying to catch up. But they seem to have not been able to do that.
Yeah, they pull Marion County's touchdown scoreboard. See what the referee's official call is.
Referees are out there talking.
That's always a thing you just hate to see whenever somebody gets a long, great touchdown like that.
Chances
call
are,
it back.
chances are this one's going to get called back. Clipping on the
Marion,
offense.
Marion County.
That wouldn't be clipping, would it?
Hey, what was that? What was that flag?
Personal foul.
Personal foul.
That was a personal foul on both sides. So looks like the touchdown's going to stand. Scoreboard currently says 13-7.
That is incorrect, though. Marion
be.
County. There we go. That's corrected
Yeah.
now. Marion County 13 with the PAT, so it's 14-0 Marion County.
You know, on that last play there, Marion County, they went to the outside, and it looked like Whitwell could not catch up no matter how hard they tried.
He just made a few good moves, got around people. And that's a big thing whenever you're playing as an outside backer. You've got to make good angles.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't make the good angles, you're not going to make a tackle.
You have to make those good angles and wrap up, or you're not going to stand a chance out there. You know, that's another thing I've noticed. A lot of teams this year have gotten a lot better at wrapping up and at their angles. They've gotten a lot better defensively total, but wrapping up, they've improved a lot.
I think a lot of that's the new tackling style that they're trying to, or actually it's the really old tackling style that they're trying to reinforce because of all the head injuries.
You know, I like old school football.
I agree.
Marion County in a three-man front defensively. Whitwell under center. Fullback coming out.
Passes off to number 7, or pitches off to number 7 for about.
Looks like he was tackled.
About a yard or two.
Tackled by number 18 for Marion County. That would be Kane Hale. For a gain of about 3, it appears. 2 to 3.
We have 6 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock for this quarter.
Marion County still up 14-0. Whitwell under center. Marion County has a lot of guys down on the line. Good hit.
Whitwell's number 20, tackled by 78 from Marion County.
Looks like number 8 and number 12 helped trip him up as well.
I don't know how to pronounce that name.
Did you say number 78?
Number 78. Number 78. We're just going to leave it at that.
Mackenzie Canyels.
No, that's number 79.
Whoops.
Well, I can't pronounce number 78's name, so I'm not going to insult him by pronouncing it.
Whitwell, Marion County back down with 3 defensive linemen on the. Look like I got a backer blitzing. Marion County. Whitwell runs to the outside. Sorry. Looks like tackle was
several Marion County.
Looks like it was
Warriors
led
on
by
that tackle.
Number 50 there coming out of the bottom. Ball was carried by number 20 for Whitwell. Number 20, Jake Sarton on the carry.
That's something good I've seen about Marion County's defense. One person gets on the tackle and everybody else is rushing to that ball.
They can get to the ball.
And that's vital. That gets a ball. When one person gets on it, everybody gets on it, and it's down there.
That's going to make a big difference this year. Still 3-man down. Marion County. Whitwell under center. Number 10
quarterback keeps the ball and pitches it off to number 7.
Number 14 for Marion County, dragging him into the backfield.
Down with a loss of about 2 yards, 3 yards.
It's going to be about 3rd down.
And 8.
3rd down and 8. Marion County subbing in number 21, it appears. Whitwell coming up to the line of scrimmage. Back coming out. Number 7, drug down in the backfield again. Fumble. Recovered by Marion County. Number 21. We got an injured Whitwell player down on the field. Nope, he's getting up, maybe. He's just hurting. Can't quite tell.
That puts Marion County at
20-0.
20-0.
On an attempt for the extra point. Number 7 for Whitwell seems to have been shaken up on the play. He's limping over towards the sidelines, but I think he's going to attempt to stay in. We'll see if Coach tries to pull him out. He's limping pretty badly over there, but it looks like he's going to try to go to the action. Now that takes some determination to stay in.
Oh, yeah. When you get into the heat of it with all the adrenaline, you don't want to come out.
Oh, yeah. Especially
Marion County coming up for the PAT.
Number 13 for Marion County. Let's see.
Christian Stevens.
Christian Stevens. PAT is good by Christian Stevens. Marion County leads 21-0
with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this quarter.
Well,
I don't believe there's going to be any return for Whitwell at this point.
You know, I've seen a lot of crazy things happen, but I don't think Whitwell's going to pull this one out. This was a game I was really looking forward to, was Whitwell and Marion County. Just because you haven't really heard much about it, so I was very anxious to see what both of the teams were going to do. But you know there's going to be some rivalries brewing between them two, being in the same county and just being about 15 miles apart from each other.
Oh, yeah.
That's got to add some flame to the fire. Some fuel to the fire, as I should say. Looks like Marion County's going to have 3 men down on the line of scrimmage. Whitwell coming up. Under center.
A wing T formation.
Number 10 drops ball to 21.
21 is tackled by number 50 from Marion County, Noah Walters.
Looks like he might have gained about 1 or 2 inches on that play.
Something's better than nothing, I guess.
Just 8 up on the line of scrimmage.
Sorry. Oh, you're fine.
Whitwell coming back up to the line of scrimmage. Marion County still got those 3 men down on the 3 defensive men down. Whitwell under center. Wing T, number 10, keeping it 8 up in the backfield for another loss. Appears to be about 3 or 4 yards. 3 or 4 yard loss on that play. Looks like number 57 for Marion County is coming out of the game. It appears that they subbed in number 74. It looks like he's going to play nose guard for Marion County. You know, at this point in the Jamboree, Archer, I believe this is when I would be playing some of my younger players, getting them some experience playing in this environment. Some of my freshmen.
Yes, I agree.
This crowd. Whitwell coming out. Looks like he was tackled by number 17 and number 12 there. Just on the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 10 to go for Whitwell with 50 seconds left in the game. Marion County leads 21-0. Looks like number 74 is now coming back out of the game. Number 78 in at nose guard. No. Looks like Whitwell's gonna. Looks like they're gonna go for it on this one.
Well, when you got 24 seconds left in the game, you should go ahead.
Ref's blowing it dead there. Timeout, Marion County.
What do you expect to see from this next game here?
This next game between Sequatchie County and Bledsoe?
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that game, I'll tell you. That game, it's going to be a great game. Both teams, I've not really got to watch either team this year, and then Jamboree alone, I've not gotten to watch either one. So I'm anxious to see what both teams are going to pull out. And I know that's, like we've said already, that's a classic rivalry. Probably the game of the night here at the Sequatchie Valley Jamboree. And I'm waiting for that one. That's going to be a game.
Last week at the football scrimmage at Sequatchie County, our outside backers were having some trouble with pass coverage. Do you think they have gotten that fixed by now?
I would like to say that I hope they have, but I'm not really for sure. I hope they can bring on that pass coverage because Bledsoe's probably going to throw it a little bit on them. So number 57 rushing into the game from Marion County.
Whitwell lines up.
Not for sure where he's supposed to go.
21 has the ball tackled by several.
Runs.
Marion County 57.
Runs from the sideline straight to the tackle for number 57. We got 11 seconds left. Marion County up 21-0.
And that would be the end of the game. What did you think about this game here, Garrett?
Well, I was looking for something a little bit different in that game. As I said, I was looking for maybe a closer score. I was hoping that Whitwell could at least put one on the board. But I was hoping for something a little bit different. But I guess we'll see what the Sequatchie County Bledsoe game holds in for us.
Oh, we'll be back in just a second.
My heart cave in. I got my scars. I've been to hell and back again. Born for the blue skies. We'll survive the rain. Born for the sunrise. We'll survive the pain. We're singing, hey, you can't count us out. We've been running up against the crowd. Yeah, we're the dark horses. We're singing, wait, it's not over now. We've been down, but we've never been out. Yeah, we're the dark horses. Found a way out. The city takes everything it can, but outside the crowds, I can feel my lungs again. Born for the blue skies, we'll survive the rain. Born for the sunrise, we'll survive the pain. We're singing, hey, you can't count us out. We've been running up against the crowd. Yeah, we're the dark horses. We're singing, wait, it's not over now. We've been down, but we've never been out. Yeah, we're the dark horses. We're singing, born for the blue skies. Born for the blue skies. Born for the sunrise. We'll survive the We're singing, hey, you can't count us out. We've been running up against the crowd. Yeah, we're the dark horses. We're singing, wait, don't care what they say. We know we'll find a way. Yeah, we're the dark.
And we are back with Spear Nation at the big rivalry game with Sequatchie County and Bledsoe County.
Coming at you with Archer Thompson and, of course, me, Robert Easley. Having some fun with Bledsoe Sequatchie.
It's going to be a great game. Everybody looks pumped up, ready to go.
Everybody looks pissed off because that's how it's going to be.
Oh, yeah. Chandler will be with us in a second with the interview from Marion County's coach.
Looks like I think it'll be Bledsoe with the ball first this time.
This is going to be a great game. This is the game everybody waits for. You can see every other team is still in the stands waiting to see this game. Bledsoe County lines up.
back. Line up. He's going to pass it. He's going. And it's way overthrown.
Second down, upcoming for Bledsoe County. Number 19 was the quarterback, I believe, or number 18. I'm not sure. That would be Matt Sam.
Bledsoe County back in the huddle, trying to find a.
After the incompletion, back up. Looks like I formation. And it's going to be a loss in the backfield, about 2 yards. Loss of 5, not 2. 5. Big loss.
Both teams trying to prove themselves against their arch rival. And Bledsoe moved the ball effectively against Lookout Valley. It's a different story. They're 2 different teams. And certainly a more powerful team to boot.
Third down and 12. Losses.
Bledsoe County lines up a shotgun formation with 3 wide receivers.
He's out to pass, and he overthrows it again, like 6 foot over the receiver's head. Sorrow not looking to pass well today.
No, he is not. But that is good for us.
They've been rushing all day the first game, and now they're wanting to pass, and it's just not working out well for them.
Well, I told Garrett earlier, at the barbecue scrimmage, our outside backers were having a very hard time with pass coverage.
Yeah.
So that might be part of the reason. Marion County punts the ball from the.
He gets a good punt on that, though.
Caught on our 30.
The 28-yard line?
Yeah, 28 yards. Good 72-yard drive for the Indians is what they will have to get to make a touchdown on Bledsoe County.
And that puts Sequatchie back on the 28, getting ready, getting in the huddle.
Jamboree, well, winding down here in the final quarter as Bledsoe County the host team.
Already been a minute in this game so far. Or 3 minutes. My
Fox
bad.
County lines up, snaps the ball.
Kobe Reed running it by himself, and he's tripped up by a defensive back.
There's a flag on the play, holding on Sequatchie County. That'll back us up 10 yards. That'll put us at about 1st and 20. That's not a good place to be when you have 1st and 20. But maybe we can make a comeback on this.
If we can get Kobe passing, we might be all right. We just got to get somebody that's worth throwing to open.
Coach Kane said that he was wanting to install a lot more passing this year, and it'll be time to see if he's
up for it.
Shotgun snap to Colby. Handed off, not Colby, excuse me. That was to
Brandon Rudd.
I don't know. We don't have a name for that number. It was number 12, but I don't know who's playing number 12. They're not on the roster.
Yep. It was Brandon Rudd.
Brandon Rudd, okay.
Changed his number on us.
Yep.
Both offenses were clicking early. They surprised Marion County, Sequatchie did, and Bledsoe County kind of run over Lookout Valley.
I find it interesting. Our the JV offense was really clicking this earlier, and then our varsity offense is not clicking as well.
Not as quick. They weren't adapting as quick, and now that looks like it's going to be intercepted.
No, it was intercepted.
And he's brought down on the 24-yard line.
Yeah, intercepted by Bledsoe County.
Number 11, Hunter's Zeman?
Hunter Zeman. Oh, well, no, that's still Marion County. We do not have a Bledsoe County roster. Man, I thought our wide receiver had that, and he pulled it right out of his hands.
He came out of nowhere with those hands.
So, Bledsoe County lines up 1st and 10.
Blake Sorrow hands it off to number 1, and he's brought down at about the 23. And it doesn't give me number 1 for Bledsoe. That's Marion.
Marion County lines up in a shotgun formation with 2 backs. Or Bledsoe. Sorry, I keep on looking at Marion County roster.
And that's an incomplete pass by Blake Sorrow. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Chandler has left us without our Bledsoe roster here.
That brings up 3rd down now. Sorrow back to the huddle. They're going to the line.
I apologize.
See what Sequatchie can do on the defensive side this time. And
ball handed off to number 21 for about
a yard and a half.
That puts them at 4th and 7.
4th and 7, yes. And we'll see if they try it or if they kick a field goal here.
They'll go for it. I don't know. It looks like they're going.
Oh, they are going to kick a field goal. But Sequatchie better watch it because Bledsoe's known for fakes.
Definitely.
And horribly shanked.
That was a missed field goal by Bledsoe County.
He shanked that one.
That was, yeah. It went down right about the uprights.
It actually almost hit our leader here, Chandler.
You all right down there on the sidelines, Chandler?
I'm doing good.
Okay. We thought that ball might hit you in the head.
Let's see. That puts Sequatchie on the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 with 12 minutes left in this quarter, and nobody has scored yet.
I don't think anybody will, to be honest with you.
When you get these two rivalry teams, they're so pitted down in the
so
defense.
Juiced up. They've been resting both of them for a while. But who is that?
Number 7.
And Archer, speaking of rivalries, I've got Ricky Ross here. He just played. His team
Looks
just
like
played
Brandon Rudd beating up on him.
Do you got me here, Archer?
Oh, we got you, Chandler.
All right. Coach, how do you think your team did in that past quarter?
You know, I thought we played with some pretty good tempo. I thought earlier our pad level was good. Later, I thought we kind of got up a little bit. But, you know, I mean, we were able to execute some play into the ball, and that's what we wanted to do. We created a couple turnovers. Obviously, if you score on defense, you'd be pretty excited.
Go back to the Sequatchie County game. What kind of what was your offense doing? What was your defense doing? What was going on there?
Yeah, we played our ninth graders. That's what we did. So we're committed to developing our youngs, and so what we did is we played our ninth graders, and we wanted to give them time, and we knew that'd be a tough situation for them. But I think in the end, you know, that's an investment in your future, and I think those guys were able to gain some valuable experience.
As a kind of a top program in the Valley, how does this help you as a program being at the Jamboree? How does the Jamboree help everybody?
Well, I think it's just nice to get together and have a little competition other than than yourselves that you've been practicing. And, you know, biggest thing, but I'll say, you know, my biggest deal is I want to come out healthy. And I mean that, we'd like to see ourselves operate and have some tempo and have a little pace, work on leverages and things like that. We were able to do that and then able to have a little bit of tempo on offense.
All right, thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. Back to Bledsoe, Sequatchie County. Archer.
Okay, back to the Sequatchie-Bledsoe game. Sequatchie is now 2nd and 8 on the 35-yard line.
I'd like to see them get a first down here, but I don't know if it'll happen or not.
I think we have a good chance of it. I think that
They got a good chance, but
we have Troy Sanders coming in at running back.
See if we can get us a good run up the middle. But Bledsoe normally has pretty good nose guards. And there goes number 24 for Sequatchie.
Austin Stevens.
Running straight up the middle and gets looks like he got a first down. Yes, he did.
First down. I told you they'd get a first down. First and 10 on the 43, 44-yard line. With 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in this quarter.
How you doing down there, Chandler?
I am doing just fine down here. Great view down here for the Bledsoe-Sequatchie rivalry. Handed off to number 7, Brandon Rudd.
And he gets flipped.
Gains about
3 to 4
yards. Sequatchie is now 2nd and 7 on the 47-yard line.
Sequatchie brings in number 5. Don't have him.
Sequatchie County lines up in shotgun formation. Hands the ball off.
And he goes straight up the middle, and he looks like he may have a first down.
Yeah, it's first down with Brandon Rudd. Or maybe. No, okay. Third and 1.
See if he can get it.
Well, we got two plays to get first down with 1 yard. We should be able to manage that and drive on ahead.
If we can't manage that, we've got problems on short distance.
Yes, we sure do.
But man, if only we still had Hayden Hicks.
Hand it off to Brandon Rudd again.
And he's in the...
We've lost some yardage on that play. Several Bledsoe Warriors on the tackle.
And
we lost about a yard, 4th and 2.
And that'll give us a 4th and 3. What do you think we're going to do, Archie?
Well, looks like we're going to call a timeout.
I think we might go for it.
I sure hope we go for it. I wouldn't want to give it up right here.
Yeah.
Not when we're this close.
How y'all doing up there?
We are doing good. How are you doing down there on the sideline?
It's going good. Of course, 7:16 left here. Both teams chomping at the bit. You can hear just from where I'm standing, Bledsoe County's huddle just kind of telling them, hey, we got to pick up the tempo. We got to pick this up. We got to make sure we make a stop here. You know, this is a do-or-die situation. What are you going to do?
Still in timeout.
Yep, still in timeout.
7 minutes and 16 seconds left on the clock.
Okay, we are back. Sequatchie County is lining up. We don't have number 12 on the roster, Chandler. But is that Maynard playing number 12?
I can't see him from here. All I see is Ethan Barker at quarterback right now.
Okay, Ethan Barker is at quarterback right now. There's a flag on the play.
Looks like a delay of game penalty.
Delay of game penalty on Sequatchie County, yes.
What about that? Just kind of losing all those yards right there when it looked so promising to get just a first down there, and now they're back to where they started.
That's slips that you just cannot have. Sequatchie is now 4th and 7 after that penalty.
I do believe they're either going to punt or they're going to fake.
Ethan Barker punts it to the 20-yard line. That was a relatively good punt, though, really, by Ethan Barker. That was a pretty good punt by Ethan Barker, about 30 yards.
Yes, it was. Good, solid punt.
Our kicking game this year is definitely not as strong as it has been past years.
Oh, yes.
After losing Christian Payne 2 years ago, it's not been the same.
Well, we did have Alex Romero last year, and he did do okay, but his knee has been injured for the past 2 years, and he didn't do so well as last year. But
okay, Bledsoe lines up under center,
and Sorrow hands it off to his halfback, or his tailback.
Number 1? Gore.
Yes, number one.
Gore.
Both of these teams are being very physical, don't you think, guys?
I do believe so. But that's typical of Bledsoe Sequatchie.
Bledsoe has 2 out to the left, 1 out to the right. See what he does here. And he'll hand it off to the back again, and it looks like they might get him in the backfield.
Hand it off to Joseph Gore again, number 21.
He may have made it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think he gained any yards on that.
That'll bring up 3rd and about 7.
Bledsoe lines back up on a shotgun formation with 3 wide receivers.
Looking like a pass from Bledsoe County, and
Sorrow
they've
drops
got
back for a
one
pass.
open, and he's tackled immediately.
Number 55,
Billy Morrison,
on the tackle.
Y'all cut out for a second. I didn't know if you knew who that was.
Yeah.
I'll leave y'all alone now.
That was a great tackle by Billy Morrison right there.
That'll bring up 4th and 7 as they got no gain on that play.
Both teams' defenses are holding very strong. Bledsoe punts the ball from the.
Troy Sanders back to receive.
Oh, that was a great punt.
He gets it about the 41-yard line.
On the our side, that was a very, very great punt right there.
Oh, yes. About 50-yard punt.
A little bit of room to work with. Bledsoe County hopefully can still set it on defense and hold them here.
Sequatchie is receiving the ball.
What's it look like down there on the field, Chandler?
Well, as you'd expect, both these teams are chomping at the bit to go at the rival, and very, very intense on the field, very, very intense down here on the sidelines.
How are the coaches sounding? You're hearing a lot of yelling, or is it pretty calm among the coaching staff?
Surprisingly, it's pretty calm down here for a rivalry matchup. That's what I'm seeing right here. Of course, there's some yelling, but not as much you would see.
Sequatchie fumbles the ball. We pick it back up but lose 10 yards, or 5, about 7 yards in the process. That was a low snap right under the shotgun, the quarterback's hands there. But he handled the situation very well. He got on that ball lightning quick.
He turned around and he was on it.
Sequatchie lining back up.
Back up to pass. And he's
sacked
going to
by
be
number 56. Sacked by number 56. Chris Lowry. We are 3rd and 20, 3rd 20 and some maybe. 3 minutes left on the clock and nobody has scored yet.
I expected more out of this Sequatchie County offense. I didn't expect so many sacks and mishaps in the backfield. And Brandon Rudd broke into some yardage.
We do have a flag back
that
here,
was
though.
Kobe Reed.
Flag on the play. Holding on Sequatchie County. That's going to push it back even farther. That's not a good place to be.
I don't feel like Sequatchie can lose any more yardage than this. I mean, their first down marker's on the 51, and they're back all the way just about to the 34.
Actually, they're moving it up. Maybe it was a
36. It may have been holding on Bledsoe, was it?
I don't know. I think they waved the flag off completely. Then just went back. So we are 4th and 15. And we punt the ball.
And it's punted.
to the
received by number 1 at the
32-yard line on Bledsoe County side. It is 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. 0-0. Bledsoe Sequatchie.
1 minute and 41 seconds left. I don't think anybody's going to score in this one, Archie.
Well, you just got to wait and see. But I think the way our defense has been holding up against Bledsoe, that I don't think they're going to get a touchdown on this drive.
They could get in field goal range, but judging by the field goal that he tried to kick earlier,
yeah,
I doubt that they're going to try to kick another field goal.
I do believe if there's a touchdown in this play at this point, it's going to be a interception or a fumble.
Yeah. I don't think we'll see a touchdown out of this game.
We are back. Bledsoe County has the ball at the 31-yard line.
Bledsoe County takes the ball at the 31-yard line in a shotgun formation with 4 wide receivers and 1 back. Snap the ball. Drops back
Blake
into the
Sorrow looking like he's going to pass. He does, and it is.
Passes to number 11, complete.
I do believe that hit the ground.
Actually, I do believe, I do agree.
It was incomplete.
Back. Okay, that's a good sign. That was a very close call.
That was. It looked like he trapped it off the ground.
Yeah, it was close. I'm impressed that wasn't,
And Blake Sorrow back to pass again, and he
passes it to number 15.
He drops it, and that's incomplete again.
On that play while ago, it did. They don't
Maybe
have
we can get a couple more of those.
Hey, y'all got me?
Yeah, we got you.
On that play while ago, Bledsoe County would have benefited from some instant replay. It looked down here like he had called it. It was very, very close if he didn't.
I think they might have. It looked like they had up here. But I will take the referee calling, and they didn't all day long. Okay. They hand off the ball to number 2.
Number 2, Tavian. And he is still fighting.
Breaks loose. Gets several yards, but not enough to make a first down. Down on the 40-yard line with about 4 yards to go. 3 or 4 yards to go.
It'll be fourth
and
3.
Fourth and 2. We got 4th and 2.
4th and 2.
We have 15 seconds left on the clock. It's down to the wire. They get a first down before the 50-yard line, right about the 49-yard line. That's a first down for.
And they call a timeout at 7.9 seconds left to go in the game. They're going to throw
clock's still going. They're
Mary.
trying to spike it.
It's over right now. And there's the buzzer, folks. That's a Sequatchie Bledsoe 0-0.
I did kind of expect that out of that game.
That's an awful way to end the Jamboree. You got two rivals that didn't get a score on either.
Two big rivals. Sequatchie does have 2 players, I think, out that they were going to start in this game.
Okay, Chandler, how's it looking down there on the sideline? Oh, we got him down there trying to find a coach.
I'm going to try to talk to Coach Adam Kane here. Looks like his Indians have been the impressive team of the night, wouldn't y'all say, guys?
Yeah, they've done very well. They had a great defense. I feel like they fixed up that pass coverage from the other night at the barbecue scrimmage that we were seeing.
I really feel like Sequatchie could do better with their rushing defense.
And I think
Tavian was all over them today.
Definitely. And I think that comes to some line blocking. Not much, but it looks like there's 1 or 2 people each time that missed the block or didn't get on block soon enough. And that makes that keeps holes closed, and you can't run through a closed hole.
Yeah, I understand that Tavian is a fullback with running back speed, but they need to learn how to stop him because they're going to have to play him in the regular season anyway.
Hey, guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I got a question for you. We see this game was tied. Who do you think came out on top as far as Bledsoe and Sequatchie for the entire Jamboree?
I feel like Sequatchie really did very well today, especially their JV, which gives a promising future to the venture, but the JV had a great game, and their varsity had a great defensive day. Their offense needed a little bit of work, but they still did pretty decently. And I did believe all in all, Sequatchie did very well.
As good as Sequatchie did, I thought they were going to be a little bit rougher than this, but they did a lot better than we expected. Especially the JV coming out on top of Marion County.
That was a great game. Chandler, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm out here on the 50-yard line waiting for Coach Kane to get done. May talk to Coach Bledsoe just because it was such a big game here at the Jamboree. As far as venue is concerned, how does this venue play into? Was it a good venue? What were the parking good? What do you think was good about that?
I think that I think Bledsoe's stadium is a little small for such a big crowd
compared to the Sequatchie Valley.
Yeah, compared to our some of our other Sequatchie Valley teams, it's a good sized stadium. But there's a lot of people. You get
eight teams.
Eight teams to one stadium, and it's hard to fit everybody in.
It's brutal. I mean, we had, I'd say, over 1,200 people here today.
Oh, definitely. And but there's lots of vendors out here, lots of food, lots of good stuff to drink and eat, and I think it's a very fun venue all around.
Okay, while we're waiting for Coach Kane over here, who do you think were the winners of this Jamboree? Who do you think? Give me 3 winners and 3 losers of this Jamboree.
Looking back, I think Marion County, while they're the first time we played them, they definitely lost, but they did very good the second time. I feel that every team seemed to have like one really good game and one pretty bad game.
Well, Bledsoe didn't do too bad. Neither did Sequatchie in this one. I mean, they're both good varsity teams, and they've been rattling each other's heads for so many years. And Bledsoe just had a better running back today for sure. Tavian was all over our defense. We need to figure that out. And then, of course, Sequatchie's passing game needs to get on up there a little bit.
It does seem to be getting a little bit better. We're putting some pass plays in. And
finally. I mean, we're a running offense, and we're trying to pass some. That way we can bounce it out, but I don't know if that'll work.
I think once you get enough reps under the lights, that's a lot of it too. You can throw passes all day long in practice, but when you get under the lights, all that pressure, you know it's got to be hard.
Every time.
And so I think that we had, I think Bledsoe and Sequatchie did very good. I think South Pittsburgh definitely did.
Oh, yes.
I think it's the three. I think the 3 winners, I would say, South Pittsburgh was definitely one. I think Sequatchie County did very good. I think Bledsoe did very good.
Bledsoe dominated on Lookout Valley today.
Definitely. And I think I think Lookout Valley did not do very well at all tonight.
Lookout Valley lost both of their games.
But you gotta remember also Lookout Valley is a very small school in comparison.
Small school, small team. They don't have that many players compared to any of the teams that were here today.
And their football program is relatively young compared to all these other.
Oh yes.
Hey guys, I got Coach Kane down here. Y'all ready?
We are.
Coach, how do you think your team did in this last scrimmage against Bledsoe County?
I was pretty pleased with it. We made a couple of errors, the snap, the interception, obviously. We got to shore up some of our tackling. They got a big old hoss of a running back that ran pretty hard. I liked our effort. We got to clean up some things because we got a great opponent next Friday night.
This is your first introduction to the Bledsoe County Sequatchie County rally. What's your first initial thoughts on it?
Well, it's kind of intimidating, to be honest. Those kids, I understand it's been quite a rivalry for a long time, and I am new to it, so coming into it, it's kind of overwhelming. But I feel like we played pretty well, pretty hard, so I was pleased with it.
overall, this Jamboree, how do you feel your team did, and what did it do for your team?
Well, it's live game experience. The more you can get of that, the better. And we've got some operational stuff on offense to clean up, and that's what that showed us. Other than that, I felt like we were pretty crisp. We just got to be able to make plays when they're there to make.
Okay. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. Back up to y'all in the booth.
Sequatchie County plays South Pittsburgh next week at South Pittsburgh. And we've had a great night here.
We will have coverage on that game.
Yes, I do believe so.
Okay. And guys, we're going to go ahead and go through and try to find the scores for the Bledsoe County Jamboree here. We're going to talk about how these teams did. I want to give all the scores here as we go along. So, I'm back up in the booth, by the way, in case you couldn't tell.
Welcome back. We've missed you.
Just a second. You know, y'all can talk while I'm doing stuff.
Oh, yes. Well, I feel like next week should be okay for Sequatchie. It shouldn't be too hard on them. South Pittsburgh did show up in their game today, but I think it'll be about the same as last year for Sequatchie South Pitt.
I do believe a good benefit, you always hear about learning from your mistakes. I don't remember South Pittsburgh making any, I don't remember seeing any just vital mistakes that stood out to me, and that can almost be a problem in Jamboree. In Jamborees, you want your problems to come out so you can fix them before the season gets started. And I feel like Sequatchie's few mishaps all kind of came out today.
Oh, yeah.
And they can build on that and learn from it, and it will all be, they can have it fixed before they play South Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And we definitely have a chance, I do believe, against playing South Pittsburgh next week.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. But South Pittsburgh, compared to last year, they are a lot faster. They have gotten some speed back compared to what they were for the past 2 years.
All right, guys, let's look down. Let's talk about these games real quick. I'm going to go through the lineup. Y'all can take a sit down if you want to. Oh, we've been standing the whole game. Been pretty intense, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
By the way, how are y'all liking radio?
It's fun.
It's different, but it's
What's something about it that you thought was different that maybe kind of turned around?
Trying to keep up with all the numbers on the field. That's probably the biggest one.
There's a lot of people, a lot of stuff going on at one time. And
definitely.
A lot of facts to.
Okay, so we go over and we look at Lookout Valley and Bledsoe County. That was the first matchup of the night. We look over and Bledsoe County scores really, really fast on, I guess, their second play from scrimmage here.
Yeah.
That's when it was. Gosh. What amazed you about that?
I actually do believe those stats are wrong. I do believe it was the first play. And it was Tavian straight up the middle, destroyed the lineman, and just went on.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then we go over to Silverdale and Whitwell.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And that was a 0-0 contest.
Was Whitwell not picked out to win that one?
I think Whitwell was picked to roll over Silverdale, but I don't think they were. Kind of went both ways with that. Let me explain. I think people expected them to. I think they were predicted to kind of be closer with them.
Yeah.
And as we go along, we look at that game, and I'm confused on the stats. All right, let's go to the next game we got, and that was, hand me that sheet right there. Look at Valley Bledsoe. We had Silverdale versus Whitwell. That one went 0-0. What were your thoughts on that game? What stood out to you in that game?
That nobody scored, really. I mean, because Silverdale had the ball for almost 18 minutes out of the whole 20-minute quarter.
Yeah, Whitwell didn't have a lot of possession. In fact, they had one possession where they fumbled it on the first play.
Yep.
And they had another possession where they went down the road, but it didn't really, go to their perfection.
Yeah.
So, and our next game was Grundy County versus South Pitt.
That game surprised me. Grundy had no speed whatsoever. They had some size, but I thought they had some bigger size than that.
Mm-hmm. Now we go, and when you talk about South Pittsburgh and Grundy County, did the speed really just unimpress you for Grundy County? Was it really a big factor in that game?
Oh, yes. South Pittsburgh ran all over them with the speed that they had gained from this past year. And I think they've been, like, their students have been recruiting. Yeah, anytime, Archer. When you want to talk about this.
I think that's something a lot of people don't know is that, as close as Marion County and South Pittsburgh are down there in Jasper, I think Rick Ross is winning I'm not going to say recruiting battle, because it's not really a recruiting battle. It's, do you want to play for Ross or do you want to play for Grier? I mean, they don't go out and say, all right, look, you want to play, you can come and play for me. They basically run their programs, and through that they say, they basically say, you can come with me or you can come with me. This is what we do, that kind of thing. Yeah. That goes along. Okay, let's talk about Sequatchie County, Marion County. The big one of the night. I don't think it's the big one of the night. A lot of people weren't expecting, but then you look at it and you're like, whoa. What that outcome was, of course, Sequatchie County 6, Marion County 0. What are your thoughts on that game?
I think that was very impressive. I mean, that was Sequatchie County's JV in there. I think they did very well and on both sides of the ball, and I think they definitely held their own. And,
I feel like Ethan Barker really showed up in that game.
And I will go ahead and say this. I talked to both coaches. They both told me, we agreed that we were going to put our JV in, okay? We're going to put both of our JVs in, and, both coaches admitted to that because they both knew they had a rivalry game coming up at the end, and both of them knew that they would benefit more. Of course, Coach Ross down there, he told me, we're committed. Sorry about that. We're committed to this. We're committed to making our young players better. And both me and Coach Kane are, and we don't play each other this season, so if anything, we benefited from going out there and being able to do that. So I think that's something you have to look at there. Then we got our halftime competitions. We're on them down somewhere over here. And I'll get those to you here in just a minute.
I know that Marion County did win the farthest throw.
Yes, they did. We've got Marion County did with the farthest throw. Number 3 from Lookout Valley won the longest punt. The lineman, the fastest lineman was from
Whitwell,
out of all places, which is kind of a little bit surprising. Not because Whitwell's a bad team or anything like that. They're not.
Whitwell's not known for speed.
Yeah, they're not known for speed. Fastest back from South Pitt. We'll post these up later, the names of these. And then the best kicker, or the farthest kicker, was from Bledsoe. I believe it was Gabe Boring. Yes. We'll go on to our second half. Silverdale versus South Pitt. What do we got there? Kind of a non-memorable game there.
Yeah,
nothing really happened in that game.
Yeah.
I feel like the whole Jamboree kind of had a lot of those games were so there was not a lot of...
Very defense-oriented.
Yeah, it was very defense-oriented. The whole Jamboree was very defense-oriented.
Except, of course, with the exception of the first game with Bledsoe and Lookout Valley.
I think overall, when you look at that one, I think Bledsoe County was actually kind of expected to score more in that game, maybe 21, maybe possibly 28. I mean, it's Lookout Valley. Not to say they're a bad team, but they're just
they're too small.
They're a 1A school competing against a 2A school and a 3A school, and that 2A school was in 3A last year. And it's going into. And I will say this: a lot of people don't realize this. The toughest district, the toughest region you'll go into is where the district Marion County is in, the district that Bledsoe County is in, and Silverdale. Because you've got those 3, and then you got Boyd Buchanan, then you got Polk County, then you got Tyner, then you got Brainerd. 4 schools, I believe, in that district are dropping down from 3A to 2A to go play in that district.
Mm-hmm.
Very, 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 very tough district. And anybody from Bledsoe can agree with that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You can hear that in the background.
South Pittsburgh, too.
But let's go on to Lookout Valley versus Grundy County. That one was a 0-0 affair, am I correct?
I think so. No.
Yes, that was. That was a second 0-0 affair. We had 3 of those tonight.
Yep.
Lookout Valley, Grundy County. We talked about Grundy County being slow. Did you see that even with the Lookout Valley game?
Oh yes,
definitely.
Lookout Valley has speed, but they're too small. They don't have any size really whatsoever. They had no way.
Okay, let's go hypothetical here. Since you're talking about this, if we added 3 linemen from Grundy County to Lookout Valley, and took 3 of Lookout Valley's fastest player and put them on Grundy County, what kind of game would we have?
You'd have Grundy beating Lookout Valley.
Yeah. Just interesting to see, that you've got not enough size, but you got speed, and you got enough size in Grundy County, but you don't have that speed.
If you've got enough speed, you can do anything.
That's true.
To be honest.
Yeah, if you've got running backs
and decent backer,
Look at South Pittsburgh.
lineman.
They have absolutely no size, but they have so much speed that they've gained, and it's
as a whole
phenomenal.
they don't have a bunch of size. Now they do have some size, but it's not a lot.
They have a few linemen that are decent size, maybe 250.
Okay, let's go over to Whitwell, Marion County. I got to go down the field for that one. I didn't get to see a lot of it. What was your take from up here in the booth? The highest, actually, it wasn't I don't think it was the highest scoring, but it was the highest scoring, wasn't it?
Yeah,
21-0.
21-0.
It was. It was
amazing,
sort
really.
of.
I didn't think Bledsoe was going to come out and actually play as many varsity players as they did.
We're talking about Whitwell, Marion.
Whitwell, Marion.
Marion.
I thought you went back to the Lookout Valley Bledsoe. Sorry.
The Whitwell Marion, I felt like it was actually kind of. I think.
Did it have an aura of being competitive?
I didn't seem to feel
To
like.
be
I feel
honest,
like
not really.
I feel like Marion.
both of these teams are very, very big power running games. I'm not saying that Whitwell was competing with them. What I'm saying is I think that what we're seeing out up here on the scoreboard is different from what they're seeing down the field. I think it was more competitive than people expected it to be. Now, did somebody expect Marion County to go 21-0 and beat them? A lot of people did. But if you looked at that, there were a lot of, I guess, long plays.
Oh, yeah.
The scoring plays were kind of freak plays, weren't they?
Oh, yes.
So, I mean, if you take two of those plays away, you got a 7-0 game.
Oh, yeah.
And it's still more competitive. Now, I'm not saying Whitwell is being competitive with that, but if Whitwell had one speedy back from Lookout Valley or from Marion County, we're looking at a totally different ball game there.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking at a 21-21 ball game in a Sequatchie Valley Jamboree.
The thing about Whitwell is they will hit you.
Yes.
They don't care to hurt you. They will run you over.
Mm-hmm.
But if they had more speed, they'd be a lot better team.
Yeah, I think one of the things you have to look at is that when you look at some of these players, Cody Ingracia, okay, he came in, he was Whitwell. He did a good job. You constantly heard his name. He was rushing, he was giving his heart out, but they would fumble the ball. And I'm not sure, I didn't get to see if he had fumbled the ball.
No, it's his running backs and his fullback. His fullback dropped it twice today.
Yes,
yeah, Ingracia played, and McCone, I heard his name a lot. They both did an excellent job in that rushing game. And did an excellent job in that rushing game. And I thought that was great. All right, let's go to the one we just had, the game of the night for most people in the northern end of the Sequatchie Valley. Bledsoe, Sequatchie County. What was your take on that game?
It was.
Sequatchie needs to learn how to pass.
Well, we've been saying that forever.
Now, did you see Maynard out on the field tonight? I didn't get to look at that much.
I think I didn't. Well, I think he put on a number 12 jersey. I think he played. Is what I'm thinking, because his actual, what his number was. I never saw him on the field. But there was a number 12 playing quarterback quite a bit, and we didn't have a number.
Pretty tall, pretty lengthy.
And it looked like Maynard.
We had about 3 different people come in at quarterback today.
Yeah.
Kobe came in, Rudd came in, and then Maynard came in. So.
Well, Ethan was in today too.
And Ethan came in during the varsity too.
Yeah,
we had all 4 quarterbacks playing today.
And I think that's something you'll see is that you'll see Kobe Reed with a lot of Wildcat packages.
Oh yeah, and he'll just sprint off the side.
Oh, and he does an excellent job.
You think he's going to take the ball from the quarterback, and then he hands it off to number 24, which I don't know who
Austin
is.
Stevens.
Now, I'll tell you
Austin
this.
Stevens.
Now, watch this. Later in the season, you'll see him pull back, and he'll just chunk it. He was quarterback last year. He knows how to run. I mean, maybe not this offense as much, but if you give him 2 or 3 plays that he can run, he can go out there and say, look, I'm going to pass it this time. I see an open lane over here. I'm going to pass it. Instead of running the ball. And I think that's one of the opportunities that, they're giving them is to be more versatile. Did you see more of an aura of you would say like an Auburn or Oregon-style offense out there tonight?
I did. A lot of it, too. Because the way that Coach Kane was running the offense was so much different than almost any other coach has done at Sequatchie County.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot more Wildcat-looking plays.
Now, how many coaches, other than Kane, of course, tonight, did y'all hear talk about the physicality of Sequatchie County?
I did hear Whitwell's coach talk about it.
Whitwell talked about it, And
I know
he didn't. And Whitwell didn't even play him, and he talked about it.
Yeah.
And then Marion County talked about it.
Yeah.
When they played them. And if I talked to Owensby right after that game, I guarantee you he would say something about that physicality.
I'm pretty sure that the coach from South Pittsburgh did too.
Yes, he did too. He was talking about how physical they were. I'm very, very impressed with when a coach says the team is physical. Another coach from another team says the team is physical. That's very, very impressive. Very, very. You take that. Don't take that with a grain of salt. Take that with all your life, because that means you're physical, and that's something that this Sequatchie County team has lacked. And a lot of people thought when they went to the spread offense, when they went and spread out, when they did this and when they did that, they weren't going to be physical. And this is like Alabama running an Oregon offense.
Oh yeah, that'd be horrible.
That's the best way I can describe it. With the physicality of the players. Now, I'm not saying they're the best team out here. I'm not saying that. But the physicality of these players is like putting an Alabama team in an Oregon offense.
Yeah.
And letting them just do what they want. Now, I will say this. I was not impressed with the Bledsoe game as much. I was not impressed. I mean, they couldn't get the ball thrown. I think they got the run game going. If they would have stuck to the run game the whole time, I think they could have got something going and just hit a line.
If they gave it to Tavian enough times, he would have been gone.
Yeah. With Bledsoe, that is. Now, with Sequatchie County, I think if they would have ran the ball, if they would have kept running the ball, if they could have found a hole, if they find a hole, the right hole enough times, they'll get to the end zone.
Sequatchie, one thing that they don't have that they need is a fullback. Mm-hmm. They need to find a fullback. I mean, Billy Morrison is probably the best option if they want to even try it. Mm-hmm. He's physical. He's pretty quick for his size, and he'll run you over.
Mm-hmm. They need someone like a Tavian Dye, especially in this offense. You can't put small backs in on a physical offense and expect it to work. You have to be able. If you want small backs, you want to run these plays where they're going to the outside. You can hear. Don't want to get hit. If you want somebody to get hit, put somebody big in there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I remember you said in the broadcast, put Hayden Hicks in there. I mean, come on. But of course, we don't have Hayden Hicks anymore. But
oh man, I wish he was back.
If he would have been here this year, I think that would have been what set this offense apart from any other.
Oh yes.
But
Hayden would just go.
Yeah,
he didn't care who was in front of him. He didn't care if you weighed 450 pounds and you were in front of him. He was going to go through you.
Yeah, he was. I remember practicing with him. He was just run right through you.
I didn't even want to practice lineman drills with him.
I know.
And I weigh like 350.
I know. It's a strange thing. But this is Spear Nation Radio on TSSN. Still getting used to that. TSSN Sports Network. I'm Chandler Morrison.
I'm Marshall Thompson.
I'm Robert Easterly.
And I'm Garrett Daughtry.
And this has been Spear Nation Radio. Go Indians and God bless.